Man, welcome back to the Moving Forward podcast. We're in the building. Today is going to be a little special day. I got a special co-host today. My boy, I Am Brooklyn, in the building with the guards. You
Peace.
know what I'm saying? Today we got, I don't know how you want to introduce yourself, bro. Do we say your first and last name? Do we say your, like, how we going to do this, man?
Ain't no old names. You want me to announce myself? My
Oh,
name
going
is...
to the, talking to the mic.
Sorry. Yeah, but you could know, they know me by any name, whatever name you want to call me by. What name you know me by, though?
D.
All right,
Pause.
so we
Woo.
could go with that. But they call me Dee Nice now,
All right, D Nice.
Heavy Pockets, but I'd rather go by Mr. Say Hello, because that's how I'm presenting myself to the world.
Okay.
Once you say hello, you ain't going to want to say goodbye, you heard?
That's a fact.
That's how I'm moving up out here. I got the LLC coming, Mr. Say Hello. Got the Say Hello Entertainment. Then I got that's for my management company. Then I got the Benefits and Profits. That's my LLC for my magazine, for my party promotion company.
Mhm.
So I'm doing several things right now, but like I said, I only been home 4 months. So in 4 months you only could do but so much.
All
But
right.
I'm striving.
Now let's get straight to it. Let me see how much time we got. All right, we got enough time. Let's get straight to it, right? So you the late great son of Jesus, Puerto Rican Jesus.
Yes.
All right. How many siblings do you got?
There's a lot of us. On count, my father be around, so I'm gonna say about it's like
11.
nah, probably about like I don't want to miss nobody, y'all. If I did, I'm sorry, y'all, but I think it's
Blame
about
it on the
yeah, it's
mind, not the
probably like
heart.
probably like 15, 17. I don't know. It's a wild park figure, but I know at least 15 off the count that I know that I met.
All right. Are you close to all of your siblings?
I mean, I'm not close to everybody, but the main ones that always been around is my older sister India. She like the foundation of everything. That's like my father, top dog. I know if he was here, that's who we gonna have running point guard. So shout out to India. Last name Franklin. I love you, sis. My brother Davon. That's number one, two. He's the oldest. I'm the second oldest. So those are shot callers. You want to hear anything about Jesus? That's who you go to. Anybody else? They brothers and sisters, but they really can't tell you the story or the history or where we came from or nothing about what my father really stand for. Because they happen to be the kids that came after. And I'm not saying it on no, stuff like bad, but it's
Right.
just like, we was the kids that started from Cyprus.
Right.
And that's where he's from. And sorry, my sister India, she's from Pink Houses, but it's close.
It's right there.
So yeah,
They cousins.
we all know each other very well, and those are the ones that I grew up with, to love and bond. And then he also have a wife that he was married to before he passed. Her kids, I'm very close with as well.
Okay. Are they from Brooklyn?
They're from Harlem.
They from Harlem.
Yeah.
Okay. So how old were you when you found out like your dad was like this big time hustler or in the street? Like
I probably was like probably 7, 8 when I started realizing why people was giving me money every day, or why they was catering to me, and always when I come outside, they be excited to see me.
right.
I got different type of love that other kids got when they see people. I didn't know the reason why at that time, but I knew to learn it as I got older. I see like, all right, I'm getting love off the strength of who my father was.
Was there any peer pressure on you, like the go on the same route that he was in? Like you felt like you had to be in the street?
I mean, I wouldn't say I had to be in the street because my father never really wanted me in the street. So I kind of felt like I needed to be bigger than him. And that was for me, just in my own reasons. It wasn't nothing to do with him.
Right. So that's kind of like bigger than him as in being more successful.
Yeah, I mean successful. Yeah, not like bigger than him in street wise or being in competition with him,
Mhm.
but like being bigger than him to know that like I'm his son. Like I carried on his legacy and did what he needed me to do if he was still here to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like in that sense, but not like making a battle or nothing.
Right.
Just wanted to do good like he did good,
Right.
or even do better if I could.
Right. Because your pops, man, he was getting a lot of money out here.
Yeah, and I was young, so I don't really know. I just know the stories.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like you was basically a baby yourself. So when you hear the stories, are you hearing them through like this through YouTube, or are your moms telling you stuff, the grandparents or guys in the street? Like how you hearing the stories?
I mean, I got a mixture from everybody, from all worlds, because I dip and dab. I'm close with my family, so of course I got the stories from them. Of course, I'm close with a lot of his friends, unfortunately, because I did a lot of prison time.
Mhm.
So I've been incarcerated for so long that I happen to run into guys that my father even dealt with, or even maybe he was incarcerated with. So, like I said, I know a lot of stories about stuff that he did or what happened with him through me out being in prison or being in the street, interacting with people that know his business. So yeah, I know a lot of history like that.
All right. You keep saying you did time. How old were you when you did your first bid?
Right, like 12 or something.
12.
Yeah, I first went to jail like 12. I went to Spofford, somewhere in the Bronx, the Barge or something.
Mhm.
Where it was
For what?
called
What was
Bridges
the
for a
charge?
gun.
For a gun? How
Yeah,
much time you did? Like
yeah,
3,
probably a couple of months.
couple
Came
months.
home to my grandma's. They young, so little slap on the wrist. Couple
Hmm.
of months, sent me to grow to alternative program, and I started staying with my grandma's in Manhattan.
Okay. So and your grandmom's, that's your dad mom's.
My mother,
That's your
mother.
mother's mom?
Uh,
Okay. So when did you realize that you wanted to like run around and be in the street?
when I kind of seen like the way you know my father had the jury, the women, the chains, a lot of stuff that I see that the older guys was presenting to me that I thought was cool at that time. I wanted. So I seen it was easy because they already said like this is the
It was
stuff my
handed to
father
you.
got. Yeah. So it was basically like my neighborhood was already just gave it to me. I haven't really never really have to do nothing because my father already did enough
Right.
for it to be handed over to me.
Hmm.
So when I knew that, I just kind of took advantage of it and kind of just fell into the negativity part of it, just being in the neighborhood like anybody else.
Right. So when did you do the bid that you just came home from? How much time
Uh,
was it in? Let me know what
well,
happened.
I got locked up in what 2014. Um, Kind of the situation was kind of like corny because it wasn't my situation, but I made it my situation because it was my belongings that was took. So basically, I left some people in my house. One of them was my cousin, my father, uh, brother's son,
Mhm.
so my blood cousin,
Right.
and he was in the house with some stripper girls or whatever. They happened to sneak thief the stuff that was in the house, which was my belongings. Yes, they
What
took
was it?
they took an Audemars, a Rolex, my Breitling, probably like 2, 3 necklaces, like 3, 4 sets of earrings, a whole bunch of jewelry, bracelet,
Mhm.
chains. I love
Oh, it
jewelry.
was jewelry that was stolen.
Stolen jewelry plus money, a whole bunch of money too. But at that time, I was living the wrong life, so that shit come with the lifestyle.
Hmm.
And me being not present when the stuff was taken, my cousin was present. When I came back from parole, I had to go to parole that day. I see my federal parole. I came back, the stuff was missing. My cousin didn't know what happened, so I asked him what happened. I took matters in my own hand. The people that he said was dead, we went back and kidnapped them till they gave the stuff up. They never gave the stuff up, so I held them against their will until basically I got my money back, which I never got the money back because it was too much money they took. So
What,
one
what 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 was they doing?
they were stripping basically.
So you kidnapped them and had them stripping?
No, they already were stripping. So when I found out they took the money, I just let them continue to do what they've been doing to
So
get my money back. So
right. So how was you
basically, they kept
kidnapping them and they
stripping.
was going outside and coming back?
I didn't kidnap them at all. I never took their phone. I never did nothing. I just told them, listen, y'all took my belongings. Y'all know what y'all did. Let's make it right. Go to the club like y'all been doing. Get my money to me, and we good.
Right.
You understand? But I had the girl kid. So the girl kid was the bait to me not having to do nothing. So she always thought that we had the kid, so she'd bring the money back to make sure not happen to her kid. But I never was gonna do anything to the kid
Right.
because I just wanted my money back. You understand? So now, while she go to work, the kid watching Thomas the Choo Choo Train, chilling, relaxing
This is foul.
until
But
she
go ahead.
get her stuff. I know it's foul, but this is the life you live when you don't call the cops. And, you understand? I don't know how to call the cops.
Right,
so
right.
now when somebody take my stuff, you gotta respect whatever
I got you.
consequences come with the event.
Mhm.
Every event has a consequence, no matter what it is.
So how much money was it? Let's
I mean,
let's
it's
get
a
deep
lot of
into it.
money, but at the end of the
50,
day,
100,000
like
or something like
100,000 they took.
$100,000 was
Yeah,
gone.
that's what I'm saying. So it wasn't no way I could call the cops. So I had to take matters into my hands.
Okay.
And at the end of the day, like I said, the location that it was at, I was living there. It was my building. I had the whole
Was it
building.
in Brooklyn, East
Yeah,
New
it was
York?
on Milford, 33 Milford Street,
Okay.
33 Milford Street. At the end of the day, the victims, I didn't know them. You understand? They was there from a third party. They just happened to take my stuff.
What was you say victims? Victims because they were stripping. What happened? Was it any physical abuse being done?
I mean, basically what happened was this. When I came back to the apartment and I noticed the stuff was missing, I announced it to my cousin. He acted like he didn't know what happened. I asked him we had an apartment. He said we had there. We went looking for the girls. We found one of them because she happened to be like a couple of stores down. We got her, asked her, took her back to the apartment, asked her what happened. She's telling a whole bunch of lies. We look on her phone. The bitch got all the money, excuse my language, on her phone. My money is spread across my bed. She got my jewelry, all my stuff spread across the bed on social media, talking about how she lit, how she about to boss it up, regular stuff girls and people do when they excited about some money they just came up on.
Right.
And once we noticed that, my co-defendant from Fort Bree, his wife slapped her, and he also slapped her, and then it led from there. So now, I tell the girl, listen, we don't want to hurt you, we just want the money. Can you please give me my money back? We send you on your way. She don't want to get her money back. She's playing tough. She's holding it down. I give it to you. She's a tough girl. So now we got her son. Me, I'm not into hurting kids. I could do a lot of stuff, but I'm not into that. It's not my thing. I got kids. So I ain't gonna lie. I bluffed her, act like I'm gonna do something to a kid, but I ain't gonna do it. I know that. So I did that, and I was wrong for that. And she ain't say nothing still. So I'm like, damn, she don't even love her kid. So now she's still holding
Where
water.
was the money at though?
The money is nowhere to be found. I don't know. That's why I'm trying to get the girl to talk and tell us. I see it in her phone, so it's clearly she took it.
Some
I don't know where
dude
it's
had
at.
the money, bro.
Yeah, another pimp must have sent them there and
Oh
got my
shit.
stuff from me or something. I don't know. Somehow I did something wrong where
She ain't wanna.
somebody
She wasn't
put them
no,
on me. I don't know what happened, but like I said, when you moving around, you doing stuff, your vision be cloudy. And at that time, I was doing a lot of real estate, and I was still in the streets. So it's 1 foot in, 1 foot out is not good because you be blinded.
Right. So how did it lead to the authorities locking you up?
Well, basically, they come to the apartment one day. They knock on the door. I'm messing with this girl named Jocelyn James at this time, Precious. Y'all should know her. She on the Jocelyn Cabaret show right now.
Mm-hmm.
But she in the apartment with me.
Was she one of them that took your money?
Nah, she didn't take the money. She was my girlfriend at the time.
Okay.
But she's in the apartment with me. The police knock on the door. I ain't do nothing wrong. So I opened the door for them.
This the same apartment that you
the
had.
Same apartment.
The child
The
and while she was
girl,
out.
the child
Okay.
is in there and the girl is in there at the same
Why
time.
the police come?
Why the police come. And then I opens the door for them. Cause like I said, I ain't doing nothing wrong. They took my shit. I ain't never take her phone from her. She could have called the cops the first day. Mm-hmm. When we came up with the plan for her to give me my shit back, she could have called the cops and left. I never held her, tied her up, none of that.
See, rumor was that you had Shorty sleeping in the dog cage.
Yeah, but that's a lie.
Okay. All right. So continue on. You never has. All right. Cool.
You know what I mean? So that's why we got to clear stuff
We
up.
got
I
to
never
clear it
had
up.
Shorty in the dog cage. You feel me? She never even been in a dog cage. She don't even know how a dog cage look probably.
Okay.
But that's either here or there. What did happen to her, she got slapped. Yes, my co-defendant wife slapped her. That's another female. Me, I never touched her. I'm a man. I never put my hands on her.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I did 10 years really for not doing shit. But I did the 10 years for not calling the cops. That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? Because I took matters in my own hands, and I did, know what was going on was foul. So I did 10 years for that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I'm not saying that what happened to that girl should never happen.
So what was your charge for doing
My
10
charge
years?
is sex trafficking.
Sex trafficking.
Yeah. So
wow.
now that's a wild charge. That's what I'm saying.
So sex trafficking is stripping, having female strip.
Listen, I don't know. I never had a sex charge. I only had guns, shootings, and people that know Dee Nice, they know what I'm into. That ain't what I'm into. But unfortunately, I got charged with that. I got 6 daughters and I got 2 granddaughters.
Right.
So I damn sure ain't no sex offender. But
right.
on paperwork, yes, I am. You heard? But I still walk around with my head proud. You see,
So they got you registered?
Yeah, I'm registered. That's a fact.
Word?
Yeah, for Precious. Thank you, Precious. Yeah, Jocelyn James, that's how I'm registered.
That's crazy.
Because she testified against me, and she was my girlfriend, and said that these things that I'm telling you was true.
So the girl that's on the show testified and said that you did these things that they was accusing you.
She the only reason why I did the time. The other girls didn't never even come to court because they know what they did. They took my money. They charged me with the charge, but they never came back to court. I sat on Rikers Island for 4 years fighting the case.
Did you speak to her?
27 months, actually. Huh?
Did you speak to her since you came home?
I mean, I see that by accident. I came home probably when I came home on August 16th, 2023. Well, I seen her probably. What was Lil Baby concert? Whatever day the Lil Baby concert was, we went to that. After the Lil Baby concert, I went to Sweets, strip club called
That's in
Sweets.
Atlanta.
Somewhere over here in Queens.
All right.
And it's Atlantis? It's Sweets. Yeah, it's in Queens. I went to Sweets. She must have had been there that night. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, she was working.
Okay.
I'm at the bar. I'm talking to a bartender because I'm doing my magazine at this time, and I'm trying to do the podcast. So I'm trying to, get bartenders and people that can help me. She's over there face fighting me. So when you see somebody looking at you, I look and it's her. So I don't know what to do. You understand? I just did 10 years for this girl. What I supposed to do? I see her in the club.
Do you have like an order protection on?
Yeah, I got an order protection on to 2035. So I'm scared to death. That's what I'm saying. So now when I see her, she see me. I'm hoping that I ain't step out of bounds and made contact with this girl.
Right.
So now, I tell my friend, I'm like, yo, such and such is right there. So he like, who? I'm like, Precious. So he like, Precious? I'm like, yeah, bro. He like, bro. So what? So he don't know the story, you heard? Because I never tell my friends my business. So I'm telling him, like, yo, I need to go. So he like, well, you need to go. So I said, I can't be around her. You heard? She got an order protection on me. So now she comes and point her finger to me like that. And I tell her, point my finger at her, tell her, come. Because it's like, we both know what's going on. Nobody else do. So I call her over. I say, yo, listen, no disrespect. I ain't here to hurt you, you heard? I ain't even know you was going to be here. I really didn't.
Right.
So now, I don't want you to feel uncomfortable, but I can leave right now. Please don't call no cops on me, you heard? Because I just came home. I got grandkids. I got kids.
Right.
You know what you did already, you heard? You did bad. I forgave you for that. I'm not trying to harm you. You doing good. You on TV. Do your thing, you heard?
What she said? What was her reaction?
I mean, she basically was like, she's sorry. They made her do it. Stuff like that. But it's like, come on now. You know I had kids. You been around my kids. You been around my family. You know how my family live. Even my father. She know my father too. So it's like, the family I came from. Like for me to have to walk around with that charge and I take care of my daughters and I'm a father before anything, that's foul. So even though that I'm home now, she need to come up and stand up and make that correct. You understand? You need to let people know I ain't no sex offender. I never took nobody vagina. I never even had to do that. You understand? I'm married. I've been married for 8 years. I got kids by several different women. You know what I'm saying? All my kids' mothers will tell you. So
What's
I
her
don't.
name? Jocelyn James?
Yeah, her name is Jocelyn James, and Jocelyn Hernandez. That's if you listening to this, you need to tune into this show because if you promoting that and you jacking that, because your show is about a lot of stuff with trafficking and sex and pimps. So I don't live that life no more. But you gotta respect that that girl did bad. So if she did do that to me, and I just did 10 years for that girl, I can show you the paperwork. You can even look the case up and you can even ask her. She'll tell you. Cause me and her, like I said, I got her phone number right now. My
No,
phone right here.
no, we got
Oh,
you.
all
We
right.
got
Cause
you.
I'd call Precious right now.
All right,
But
now let's just get off of that, right?
all right.
You did state time and you did federal time, right?
Yeah, I did 10 years in the state, and then I did 2 years consecutive in the feds because I was on federal parole
When
when
this
I caught the state case.
okay, so when you was in the state, something happened. You got to a situation with correction officers.
Yeah.
Do you mind speaking on that
I
if you
got into
could?
the incident with the officers in what was that, Washington Correctional Facility. I was on a visit with my kid's mother, and they assumed that I had contraband because they was telling me for a lot of years in jail for getting money and stuff and that. And I think the guy called me over to do a frisk search. I went in the visit room. I let him do the search. He didn't find anything, so I guess he wasn't satisfied with that. He wanted asking me for the contraband again. I told him I don't got none. They wound up beating me up. Now to
Or was
this
something that they didn't find?
didn't find.
So
yeah.
what they did?
Well, I mean, basically,
Because I'm hearing, well, we see you got both of your eyes, but at one time they was like you lost your eye, all kind of shit.
what happened? I had a cornea in my eye, which is a scab that grow on your eyeball, and it took my vision for a little while. My vision was a blur, and I had an eye patch for like 6 months. A son running around looking like Fetty Wap. You understand? But it got better in due time. I did 2 years in Southport for the same incident because, of course, they charged me with assault on staff, being that I didn't assault anybody, they assaulted me. But that's to cover their trial. Yeah, but I just went to court probably like last week or something. So, they about to pay me for that because everything they did wasn't by the book and it was all wrong. So I sued them, and basically right now I'm just in the courts with it. I've been fighting this since 2019. That happened on August 11th, 2019. So yeah, my vision sucks now due to that situation. That's why I got glasses. I know people knew me my whole life. They never even see me with glasses, but yeah, I wear glasses now due to that. And like I said, they tried to kill me. They put me in the cell for 3 or 4 days. Is a dry cell where you got to take number twos and stuff like that.
On the floor?
Not on the
They
floor.
got a toilet
it's a bucket. It's a bucket.
There's not even a toilet there?
Nah, no toilet. It's a bucket.
All right, let's talk. We got to talk about this, bro, because the people got to know what's going on.
All right, well, I'll tell y'all detail for detail. I'm a behind the wall dude, so anything you need to know, I can fill you in the blanks.
Let's go further into this. What prison is this?
This was Washington Correctional Facility. So if your kids is there, always keep a close eye on them. They got this dude named Paige down there. He works the box. This dude, there's no cameras in these box, people. So you gotta monitor your kids. If your kids go to the SHU, they go to the box, and any of these mediums, correctional facilities and docks, call up there, check on your family. I was in there for years. They don't feed us. We don't wash up. They don't change our sheets. They treat us like animals. You understand? And it's not fair because we doing our time and we paying our sentences. So it's like double jeopardy in there. They abusing us. You understand? And it's foul because they don't have no cameras. So the people like me that did this time need to come out here and make sure that they get these cameras up.
Okay, so let's talk about that box. Like it's just a cell,
it's a cell,
no toilet, just a
no
bucket,
toilet,
no sink,
no nothing. It's called a dry cell. So any other cell has a toilet, a sink, and a bed.
That's why they call it a dry cell.
This cell don't got nothing.
Right.
But if they got some dry cells that do have a toilet in it, but it's gonna have a top over with a lock on it. So you can't lift the bowl up, you can't do nothing. There's also gonna have a lock on the sock on the sink. So if you've been in jail, you've been floating around, you should know. So they got different type of dry cells. But the cell that I was in that day, they didn't have anything. They give you a little plastic bucket, you sit it on your bed still, or your bed still. That's where you put your flat mattress at, like how this table is. You put the bucket there, you bend over the bucket, the police gonna watch you, you take your shit. And that's how I go. Now, that's what they do. They foul. You get them the doodle after you took it right in front of them. They go in there and play in the doodle. And then after they play in the doodle, see nothing ain't there, they say the doodle is insufficient. You know what insufficient mean?
They got to do it again.
Exactly. They play games. So I was in there for 3 weeks doing that. And they never found nothing. So now.
Oh, for thinking that you was going to doodle out some contraband.
Yeah. So now that's how I get the lawsuit going with the eye, because in the 3 weeks, my eye got affected. You understand? They put on paper that I was only in there for 3 days. You understand? I just went to court going back and forth with them on record with the federal judge about the story, because of course the cops is going to lie on paper to make sure that I don't get no benefits or, for what took place. So right now, I've been going back and forth to court with that. But like I said, that box situation is a terrible thing. And you definitely got to support your family when they're in there, because people can either hang up, they go through mental health. I suffer with mental health now, you understand? All that, because I've been in a box 8 years out of my 12-year sentence.
Like, it's cool because when you got loved ones behind the wall, you always supposed to hold them down, right? But what happens to the ones that keep going back to jail, back to jail, back to jail? Do you continue to hold them down too?
I mean, it's no excuse for nobody to be going to jail. So if you go to jail, you can't hold yourself down, then nigga, you need to stop going to jail.
That's a
you
fact.
Heard? That's how I feel, you heard?
Because you got people that keep going to
I
jail.
got people, you heard? I'm going to be real with you, because I'm a real person. Like how my father's name is Jesus. My mother's name is Wanda. Like, it might look good to people, but I do everything for myself, homie. You heard? From jail, from here. When I left, I had the bag. When I came home, I had my own bag. I didn't look. My mom's never did nothing for me. Nobody never did nothing for me. You heard? Not even my father. So all y'all say he had money, all that, yeah, that's well and good. But I never got nothing. You heard? So not to say he never tried to give me nothing, or not my mother never did nothing.
You self-made. You did it on your own.
I went to jail. When I started playing in the streets, I knew that I gotta make sure I'm all right, not nobody else.
Okay.
You understand? So if I want to go throw rocks at the penitentiary, then I better make sure I could make my bed without laying it.
That's a fact.
And make the store every week.
And that makes sure don't go to jail unless you can what? Take care of yourself.
Exactly. So when I was in jail, I lived like a king. I don't know how other dudes live, you heard, but niggas will tell you how Dee Nice live.
So that goes for people that's watching this shit. Stop going to jail.
Yeah, stop going to jail if you can't take care of yourself.
You're putting that stress on your family.
If you gonna call mommy, call your wife, start arguing with her, all you little dirty little niggas, keep your shit together, you heard? Because when you come out, you got to get your shit together again.
That's a fact.
So don't go to jail
if you can't take care of
corny.
yourself.
Jail is corny anyway, homie.
All right, so
you go to jail, it's corny.
Now you home. Thank God for that. You home. Welcome home. You been home for what? 4 months? Like 4 or 5
like
months?
100 and Sunday, what? Like 163 days. Whatever August 16th. Every 16th is a different month. It's my birthday. So every month I'm gonna show y'all something different on the 16th.
So you did the thing, the life and times of your pops on Christmas Day.
Yeah, you was there. Shout out to you for that.
Shout out to everybody that was there.
Yeah, shout out to all my supporters. Definitely had a lot of artists there, but they didn't have nobody come. So, a lot of people got to stop rapping if y'all not going to have no fans come. Because y'all made me put y'all on the flyer. It was like wasting my time. For real.
Who was on the flyer?
I don't know. Some little young dudes from the neighborhood, people that I try to do right by. Because just I'm a right dude and, you got to stop doing right by people who don't want to be.
Nah, it's all right. Like I told you offline. Well, look, that was your little test run. You just came home, bro. Things gonna happen. Don't let that discourage you. But you home now. You got a different outlook on life. Your mindset changed. You don't want to go back to the streets.
Nah.
Right?
I look at this street stuff as like, it's corny. I wish I never was in the streets. Let's put that out there, you heard? I wish I could have just did stuff different. When I was growing up, I was into football. I was doing things the right way. I ain't gonna say my stepson, because he ain't my stepson no more. He another dude's stepson. But my son, my daughter, brother, we gonna put it like that. I was taking care of before I left. Side note, you know the dude, little dude that was living over there with us, his name Taj White. You know he about to go to the NFL. That's my stepson. That's my last baby mother that was living over there with us. Son. So now,
You know what
long
you talking
story
about,
short,
son? Cause you just looking like
yeah, he know the girl. He don't remember the
I
son.
don't remember the son.
They was
Oh.
living in the building where we got locked up at. You know, he was living upstairs. So that's why I asked him.
you was living upstairs. He said no.
You wasn't living upstairs on Milford? So who was living
I
up
never
there? Your
lived
sister?
up there. Brooklyn was up
Oh,
there.
okay, that's your sister, right?
Yeah.
All
I never
right, so
lived
I
up
thought
there.
you was living there. I'm sorry, but that was the rumor. But whatever, that's either here or there who was
Yeah.
living there. His sister was living there. So she know all about the case and my kids and stuff, because she raised me too. She used to take me to school, his sister.
Okay.
They raised me. But like I said, he's about to go to the NFL. And it's sad that, like I said, I got this sex offender thing, because with the school thing,
You can't.
I can't go to his games and stuff. So
That's
it kind of
crazy.
sucks,
But
you heard?
Can that get reversed?
I mean, it's
Because Nicki Minaj got a lot of money and she can't
that's
even
what
get
I'm
her
saying. It's
nigga shit
super
reversed.
sex offender status.
Right.
Like, I'm not
Nigga
no
said super sexy.
no disrespect to you sleaze, but you know it is what it is.
Nah, but he can't even get that shit off
I
of
don't
him.
got that. I never took nothing from nobody.
Woo!
You understand? I don't
Right.
even have to do that. But
Yeah.
you know, unfortunately, I got the charge when you get anything with sex, even if you touch your girl right now in the car. A lot of you dudes don't understand what sex trafficking is or anything with the sex. So I'm gonna let you know. If you get caught pulling your joint out and take a quick piss, because you got to piss in the park, you're going down. You're gonna have to register as a sex offender. Might not have to be a level 3, but you're gonna be a
nasty.
level 1. You're gonna be a level 2, and there's a level 3.
So
different statuses.
So you basically just piss on yourself.
Exactly. So you know, sex. Even if I get caught on a visit with my girl, kissing, and they say stop, or you know, the police make it hot, you could get a ticket, and it could be used as a sex offender where you have to do SOP, which SOP is a sex offender program. Which for dudes like me that have a sex charge, you can't even get released from prison without taking the program. You understand? So a lot of dudes in jail, they try to hide their sentence. Hide their charge,
because
and don't go to the program. A lot of dudes ain't going to SOP.
And never come home.
And never come home. You a big dummy. Me, I was in that yard. Nigga, you got an issue with me? Holla at me. You heard? I got cut for going to SOP. But I don't care. I'm going home though. You heard? And that's why I'm on talking to you right now.
Wait, so hold up. It don't matter what sex charge you got.
No matter what
but
it is.
If you got a sex charge,
going
niggas
to
gonna try to
SOP.
see you.
They're gonna try to see you
But
in
what
jail.
if it
That's a
don't
fact.
listen, if they just did some bullshit,
they don't care. Like me,
niggas
like
just
I said,
attacking anybody with a sex charge.
Listen, homie, I never been soft. I had a rough bid, you heard, from that charge alone.
Wow.
You heard? So like I
So
said,
niggas ain't even try to get into your paperwork.
niggas don't care. They not gonna ask you. They don't care about all the good stories you had in jail. When you go to the feds, if you got a sex charge, they running you up. So you better be super tough. You understand? Niggas ain't never run Darnell Foskey up though. You heard? I just left from Lewisburg. I was in Hazleton, I was in Lee, and I was in Canaan. Ask about me, you heard? My number 1-375-1052. Everybody know me. But like I said, if you got a sex trafficking case, you get run up. You're not going to that yard. That's a fact. You're going back to PC, homie. That's a fact. That's how that goes. So any dude with a sex case, if you go to jail, you're gonna have an issue. Like I said, because I had an issue too. I got a cut on my face for it. You heard? But at the end of the day, like I said, I kept doing my time, and I kept still going to program because that was the only way I was gonna get back to my family. I stayed in prison 2 long years extra. You heard? Because I couldn't go home because they have to go home to an address that's 500 feet from schools and all that. Where I'm gonna find a school 500 feet from schools in New York City?
Right.
All from this Jocelyn James girl. You understand?
It's a setup.
Yeah, it's a setup, bro. You ain't gonna never make it home. And they pay you $40 a day to stay in jail because they know you can't get out.
Right.
So me, I stayed there for 2 extra years. Thank God that the feds came and got me. And that's how I made it home to talk to you, because the feds don't care about not letting you out 500 feet and all that. So what happened with me, I maxed out. You understand? I got tired of them playing me, tired of them saying I can't come home when I'm doing my programs. So I started wilding out, cutting people, doing all type of stuff that I have no business doing. I stopped even caring about going home. You heard? And then I went to the feds, and the feds maxed my sentence up with the state. I got maxed out in the feds, and I'm home on no parole and no nothing right now.
So actually, it's a blessing.
Exactly. But
Yeah.
I didn't see it that way at first.
Right.
You heard I was just doing time and I was trying to figure it out.
So, like I said before, you're home now. You want to work on a doc on your dad.
Yeah, I want to
right?
do a documentary. Basically, like when I've been incarcerated, I did a lot of box time, so I had a lot of visions. So out here, I figured like, you know, the BMF thing. I watch TV a lot. I watch Power. I watch a lot of series. They all fake. You understand? So if you want to see something that's real or authentic, I think we could give the TV screen that, because everything about us is real. I've been incarcerated my whole life. My father was really like a don out here, and it's not really like he is a don. So let me rephrase that. And his story need to be told. And it's like when I was in there, it's like he told me to go tell it for him. I don't know why, but I got a vision from him, being that I wasn't here to see him, you know, yet. Like I told you,
They didn't let you go to the
funeral. I'm
services?
high security. I'm a leader of a gang. They say I don't participate in gangs and none of that no more. I'm a Christian now, but my past history, I did a lot of stuff, so they still don't let me out the jails and stuff like that.
Wow.
I'm high risk in jail. Period. So when I'm incarcerated, they move me around specially. I'm not a regular inmate, but that's either here or there. But with the due to the fact that my father died, they not letting me go to no funerals. I never been to no funeral. My grandfather died, both of them. My grandmothers, not both of them, but one of my grandmothers and my grandfather and my father. I never been to no funeral. Period.
Because you was
Because I'm a
incarcerated.
security risk.
That's wow.
So
bro.
yeah. So now, like I said, I dealt with my pain differently. I got braids right now. You see, people know me. I never had hair. I lost my hair in jail from stressing over my father. My father meant a lot to me. You understand? As a kid, that was my everything. So now, when I lost him, that shit broke me down into so many ways that I went to the yard. I had so much power with this blood shit. I went to the yard and told them niggas, fuck y'all. I'm done with that shit. You heard? Because I had to focus on getting myself back together in my mind, because I didn't even know how to operate without my pops.
They jumped you out?
They ain't never jumped me out, you heard? But that's what they supposed to do. But, you know, niggas like me, we don't get jumped out, you heard?
Right.
I do the jumping in, so when I go out, I just go out.
Right.
It's either you jagging me or you ain't.
Right.
Or whatever it is going to be, it's going to be.
Right.
Because that's how I live. So, you know, like I said, every event has a consequence. So when you sign up for stuff, you know your consequence. But if you did right by stuff, people should let you go. You understand? Right. And then my reason was being let go was real. It was my father. It wasn't nothing to deal with anything else. So as the time went by, I made up with my brothers and they let me go. You feel me? But it took time for them to understand what was hurting me to leave it alone.
Right.
You understand? But like I said, the story has to be told, because it's not really about money. It's more as a touchy situation to me. That's something I feel like I need to do to get the message out for my father. Something that he would have did if he was still here. But maybe he didn't get a chance to do it.
No doubt.
So, you know, he left it for me to do it.
We're gonna continue this. It's gonna be like a different type of
sentence,
vibe. It's gonna be like a part 2 to this. Hopefully we could get a little low to pull up LD son.
Yeah, ain't no hopefully. He gonna pull up.
You know what I mean?
It's just that he wasn't here, you know, just came out.
Nah, it's all right. Let the people know where to find you at on All right, then let's go. Shout out to T, man.
Yeah, shout out to T. She's showing mad love.
Oh,
shout out to everybody that's helping us.
This must be a good episode, huh? You having a good time listening to this.
Yeah. This definitely about to be history.
Yeah.
We got a lot of avenues we could touch upon. Like I told my big bro Flo here, like, you know, he raised me too, so he know my story well as anybody.
That's
so,
a fact.
like I said, anything that we telling y'all, it is all facts to life. It ain't like we ain't got to say nothing. You know, this stuff is all out there in the universe and always could be brought back
I feel
up.
like the documentary of your dad would be dope because it's so much history and knowledge that was never spoken about. Like, it's only being spoken about certain people, but never from the actual son or daughter.
Yeah, and that's, you know, that's another thing. Like, my father was like secretive. He ain't really with what I'm doing right now. It's like, you know, I know in a way I'm going against his wishes, but I know in a way he want me to do this because he don't want me to go back to jail. You heard? So this is my way of getting out the street right here through him. You know what I'm saying? And he always told me that he don't want me in the street. So the way to get out the street is through him. Because there's a lot of ways to make money. And I'm a hustler. So with his story, the way I'm going to pitch it, it's going to get sold. Because whatever I do, I'm going to be the best at. So like I said, I only been home 4 months. So you see the way I'm coming already. I got a course already coming out.
You moving good, bro.
Yeah, and I'm a lot of cleaner than a lot of dudes. You heard? You dudes been out here for years. You can't even look like me. You heard? Y'all dudes ain't nothing like me. You heard? I'm foreign. You heard?
There you go.
You see the tattoo on my neck? They call me Mr. Foreign up north in Southport.
There you
heard?
go.
That's
talking
a fact.
this shit.
I know all the big homies, all you niggas daddies, your puppies. I know the daddies. You heard? They really my friends. So out here is not really nothing to brag about when it comes to the streets. All that. The streets is corny. You trying to do something? Let's get some money legit.
So how are we transitioning, D?
We transitioning with the documentary, the podcast, and the magazine. Because my dudes up north, they need to see pretty women and they need to see what's going on in these streets. I got friends from all over the world. They say they known, I'm internationally known for real. I've been in prisons all over the world, USPs, FBOP, baby, for real. You understand? So my friends is dudes all over the world. DC dudes, shout out to my DC dudes, Jay, Wade Perry, all y'all DC dudes, all the Slims, all the Bobos, the 7-1 murders, everybody know Dee Nice. So at the end of the day, like I told y'all before I left prison, I'm coming out here, I'm doing it for us. I'm going to be the voice for the prisons. For everybody that's not eating, for not sleeping that night, it's people in jail that don't got no mattress right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get their mattress to their door. That's what I'm out here for. Because I was one of them just recently, a couple of months ago. They walking the tear. We don't got no mattress. My bunkie in the cell. 2 people in the cell. You heard? 2 of us.
No bed?
One of us got a bed, but the other one don't.
They sleeping on that 10,
so
shit.
you trying to force a fight, homie. Because if I got a bed, you don't got a bed. What that mean? You making us fight for the bed.
Right. Yo, let me get that.
Exactly. That's corny. You understand? Why we got to go through that? You understand?
What jail they doing that? They doing that in the feds?
They doing that in all FOP boxes. I told y'all when I come home, I'm going to blow y'all up.
What the fuck is an FOP box? I don't know
Thompson
what that
is a shoe program. That's a box.
Okay.
In Thompson, you've been in the feds, you know what I'm talking about. But the shoe program is the worst. They not putting our beds in the cell. We sleeping in there on iron. Y'all have to check into that for y'all families. Also, Hazleton, Lee, Canaan, Lewisburg. These is all federal U.S. penitentiaries that I left. I'm not a medium dude. I be in penitentiaries. So now these penitentiaries, these boxes, they give you a mattress. You know what the mattress is? I swear to my kids, is the rug right there. That rug that you stepping on. That's your mattress.
That's how thin it is.
Yeah, I slept on that for months. You dudes talk about y'all struggling. All these people out here with these complaints. It's Christmas time. It's New Year's time. It's people out here sleeping on the rugs right now. And they might not even got that in their cell. You know what I'm saying? So you arguing on the door asking for a rug. You know what I'm saying? That's corny. Come on, the government make plenty of money. They get money donated for people to have real mattresses. Why they treating us like that? And you got these guys that got 15-year sentences, 30-year life sentences. My celly I just left, shout out to Donald Brown. You know I love you. That's my boy. Brooklyn, Cabo, you know what's up, Cabo. I told you what I was going to do. My boy got 5 life sentences. That's who I was just sleeping on top of. You heard? And I take niggas' bottom beds. But to him, I couldn't take his bottom bed. You heard? Because he had 5 life sentences. So you know what I did? I let him keep the bottom bed. Because I'm a real dude. And I knew he could take my life at any second when he wake up. And don't give a fuck about it.
That's
so
if
you're a gangster, you respect gangsters. Because I'm a gangster. You heard? And I respected that man because he had 5 life sentences. And I had 60 days to go home. And he let me go home.
Right.
That's how I'm here with you. He allowed me to go home.
He could have.
Those the niggas I was around. Those my friends. So all these niggas in the streets, niggas is cornballs. My friends got life sentences, you heard? So I'm out here to talk for them. But they never gonna get a chance to talk again.
That's a fact.
So that's what I owe my Christmas to my friends in the feds, my friends in the state, my friends that I've been with for all these last 10 years. That's my family. I don't got no family in the streets. My family is in jail. So that's what I want to do, Flo. I want to come out here and be the voice of the prisons. Help them out in any way I can help. Whether it's a phone call to their family, whether they want to talk to a girl. Let's get them on a visit. You see Big Bro right here, he raised me. Let's get a girl in that seat. Let her talk to somebody incarcerated. Even if it's for 5 minutes, it changed their life.
No doubt.
These dudes never even had a conversation with a girl. These
No
niggas'
doubt.
nipples get hard just talking to a girl. You don't know how that feels.
I don't want to know how that
Because you
shit
touch
feel.
girls every day. Y'all lay with girls every day. I ain't have a girl in 10 years. These girls look at me. I go to the strip club. They looking like, yo, why you so disciplined?
I ain't been with y'all.
I don't know
yet.
y'all.
I don't know y'all.
You understand? I ain't even trying to get to know y'all because y'all poison. You
That's
heard?
a fact.
I just did 10 years for one. And she looked just like y'all. Fake body, fake titties, and she poison. And y'all be around her. You understand? I got daughters out here that I take care. I'm a full-time father. My baby mom's up here at the show with me. She gonna tell you, I took care of my kids my whole life. I don't know nothing else, you heard?
Right. So, D, real quick, the name of the show is called Moving Forward, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me one thing right now that you're moving forward from.
Doing negative stuff. Everything I'm doing is positive. You understand? I'm striving to overcome negative energy. That's what I'm about. That's what my movement about. That's what everybody around me is about. So if you see us and you think we on bullshit, we not on it.
Wait, hold on. That's Stone?
I'm told you, we not on that. We on positive time, and that's it. Don't get it twisted from my past. My past is my past. I can't change that. I gotta accept who I am and move forward from that. But what y'all got coming from me now, from 2024, is gonna be positive. My name is Dee Nice. I changed it to Mr. Say Hello. Because whatever I present to you is gonna be positive, and I'm gonna make sure you accept it and you like it and you satisfied.
Let the world know where to find you at on Facebook, social media, all of that stuff. Instagram.
Well, my Instagram is Benefits to Profits. Or you can put Mr. Say Hello or Say Hello LLC, which is SAII.
Or I'm asking the wrong guy. This
'cause
motherfucker don't know.
You know, I be having secretaries and stuff do all that, but
What's the social media?
yeah.
Darnell Foskey on Facebook. On Instagram is Mr. Say Hello at Dee Nice. And you have Twitter?
I
This
got all
motherfucker don't got
social
no
media
Twitter.
platforms, but like I said, just
Follow-
look up
when I
Benefits
tag
and
you,
Profits.
I'ma tag him in this shit,
Yeah, we
then you
gonna get it
follow.
together, but it's there. It's Benefits and Profits or Say Hello LLC. The website, all that, because I got a lawyer, so she set all that up. I don't even focus on that. They got to do. That's what they get paid for.
You already know. Listen, T, thank you for the extra 15 minutes.
Yeah, T. Shout out to T. I love you, T. Appreciate you. We
Word
gonna
up.
definitely appreciate you.
Thank y'all for tuning in. It's been a very special edition of the Moving Forward show. We got part 2 coming very, very soon. And look out for that documentary of Jesus, the Puerto Rican Jesus. May his soul rest in peace. One.